The EU gave the UK a bit of a reprieve today on Brexit. Hang around and we'll talk about it. Hi, this is Tim from Trading Strategy Guides. The EU gave the UK an emergency extension on Brexit. I want to talk about that, but let's get a couple of things out of the way first. As you probably already know, you can speed this video up by clicking the gear icon in the lower right. And as always, hang around until the end and I'll share my next trading maxim with you. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. You can see that Bitcoin popped to a new high this week and pushed down on big volume yesterday. Didn't quite make the 50% Fibbo that I was looking for, but it appears to be bouncing. So it's reduced volume on this bounce. So I think we're probably looking for a bit more downside on this. Don't go all FOMO on me here, okay? Wait for this trade to come to you. Okay, let's talk about Brexit for a minute. For those of you who may have been living under a rock, Brexit is the term the media has applied to the British exit from the European Union. I know this terminology is probably obvious to most of you, but I know there are those who are not natural English speakers that may not be familiar with our love of combining words. Except the Germans, of course. They love to do that even more than we do. Okay, so here's the scoop. The British people voted to leave the EU back in 2016, and the British Parliament has been trying to come up with an orderly exit plan since then. Among other things, as I understand it, one of the primary problems is Ireland. The Republic of Ireland will continue to be part of the EU while Northern Ireland is part of the UK, which essentially will divide the island. They've had some trouble in that area for quite a while, and the EU helped to quiet the problem some, but if the UK separates from the EU, there may end up being a hard border in Ireland between the Republic and the UK, which is likely to cause major problems. They're trying to come up with an equitable solution for that, but the deadline of March 31st, 2019 came up. That deadline at that time was extended to April 12th, today, if no plan was approved. Well, despite a heroic effort by the UK Parliament, no plan happened, but apparently the EU granted an emergency extension, with France's President Macron originally saying that the UK's Prime Minister May hadn't offered sufficient guarantees to justify an extension, but then relenting to preserve the unity among the 27 EU member states. So the new deadline now is October 31st. However, Prime Minister May wants to try to do this deal by or before May 22nd so the British people don't have to participate in the EU elections. Truly, I can't believe that anyone could consider going ahead with Brexit with no plan in place. That would just be huge chaos for both the UK and the EU. But my job is not to interpret the politics involved, but to figure out how to profit from whatever result occurs. And to my mind, the chart is the only thing that can give us consistent clues as to how that could happen. So let's take a look at today's chart and see if we can get an idea. You may remember looking at this trading channel with me a couple of weeks ago. My concern then was this huge sudden drop in volume. Well, that's only gotten worse, and this push below the channel here has come on ever-reducing volume. The news that the EU has extended the Brexit delay has made some traders happy. Just take a look at this price push up today. But the volume is still dropping off. So most traders apparently are just standing aside. And with an October 31st deadline, even if they succeed in making this happen before then, I believe that will just cause an even larger reduction in interest, in my opinion. So in any case, it appears that we have a new trend line and price is testing the prior broken trend line, which could be an opportunity to short this. Be aware though that this area of support right here has become a huge zone, and this will likely stall any price push down until this whole fiasco is settled. So I would expect more sideways range trading for the near future at least. Remember to always follow the volume. If a move has reduced volume, then expect it to stall. Okay, that's all on the British pound today. Now it's time for the next trading maxim. Trading maxim number 22. You may ask, when will the market get back to normal? My answer would be, what is normal? And the proper response, of course, is normal is only a cycle on the washing machine. There's no such thing as normal in the market or in life. What's happening right now is normal. I hope this maxim translates well for those of you who may not be natural English speakers. If this video has helped you, please give it a big thumbs up, and thanks for subscribing. Have a great weekend, and see you next time.